Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be doing a live commentary of playing my Labyrinth deck. So it's been a while since I did any live commentary. So let's go through the deck first. And then I made a few small changes to the deck here and there, but this is just like theory crafting, right? So a majority of the things I think about are not quite proven in theory yet, or I haven't play tested enough to really know that it works the way I want it to work. But anyways, it is a theory, so I just want to talk about a few small things here, right? So for the main deck, the only thing I really did is I reduced impermanence to 2. Now, this seems sort of weird. Namely, it's because I'm also playing Skill Drain, and Skill Drain, you know, the Impermanence and Skill Drain doesn't work together, obviously. Impermanence is nice in the sense that obviously it's a great hand trap. In the format of tier elements, I think it's okay. It's not like the best hand trap against them. The best hand traps are the Bistrils for sure, and the Keldo and the Medora. Those are like the best hand traps against tier elements. Ash is also pretty useless against them. Maxi is pretty good, but they can play through it in OTKU, so it's a mixed bag. Excuse me there. So I decided to just go ahead and cut the impermanence to 2, namely because I felt like I wanted more removal, more ways to trigger the Chandelier and the Stovey in the grave. And deck space is extraordinarily tight already. We're like maxing out on all the copies of the cards that we want to see in our opening hands. And anything that's searchable, we're just playing essentially one of. So like, for example, Clue Clock we're playing one of because it's searchable. We don't really want to open multiple copies in our hand. Obviously, these are all limited, so there's not much we can really do about that. And then obviously when we want to see extravagance in our opening hand, and then all of our traps except for Skill Drain are searchable. So for more or less they're we're essentially playing multiple copies because they're searchable and they're recyclable with Lovely. So that's how we're min-maxing the deck building experience over here. Now obviously the card that you could maybe cut is like Ash Blossom. Like I said, it's not that great. It's still generically good, just not great against a format full of tier elements. I find myself using this against, Kelbeck and Agido, or maybe even occasionally the traps sent to the graveyard, or Reinhardt they summon out. It's not that great, and it really just kind of puts a band-aid on a already bleeding game. If they're ahead of you, this card's not going to stop their turn. So, yeah. Same with impermanence. Impermanence, you maybe hit their fusion or stop their fusion, maybe. But even then, it's not. It doesn't really deal with their graveyard effects. So impermanence, I find kind of not that great against tier elements matchup either. At least as a hand trap. Now you can obviously use it to turn off all their fusion, like the Rukalos and whatnot during your turn. You can turn off Rukalos. You can turn off Kleido Heart. But in terms of targets to target tier element decks, there's not many things you can target. You can probably hit, the Reinhardt, I guess. And maybe if they summon out, what's her face? The angel that dumps to the graveyard. Forgetting her name right now. I'll come back to me, or maybe it's in my Necros deck. Sorry. Let's take a peek over here real quick. I haven't touched this deck in a while. Yeah, Diviner, sorry. Totally forgot the name of the card. But yeah, so you like hit Diviner with Impermanence, which is kind of nice. It stops them from going to Baron, because if you hit Diviner with Impermanence, then they don't get the dump, and she remains a level 2, so the likelihood of them going to a Baron right after is more difficult. But yeah, that's all Impermanence really hits. And against every other deck, Link, it's good against Dragon Link. Sure, you can hit a couple of things here and there. But at the same time, the Bistrils and the Medora and all that, they're good hand traps. They're better hand traps against those types of decks anyways, so which is why I'm cutting down on this. So in terms of me going back to me wanting more removal, I decided to just try 3 removal traps: the Compulse, Ice Prison, and Punishment, as ways for me to remove my opponent's cards and trigger the rest of these abilities. Now, the only reason why I don't really count Welcome Labyrinth as removal is most of the time you're just bouncing back your own stuff, and most of the time it's a hard once per turn, so it's like it's hard to activate and summon something and also use it as removal, since you can only choose one effect to use for that particular turn. So I don't really rely on Big Welcome as much as a card that is considered removal. What I like about Compulsory is it's one of those cards that you can just use whenever you feel like. You don't have to wait for your opponent to summon anything. You can just use it to bounce your own stuff. You can kind of use the bounce. If they try to evenly match you, you can save some of your stuff that you have on the board, and then still trigger their effects and whatnot. So that's why I like the Composure at 1. It's obviously not the best. Your other option is obviously the Terror of the Overroots. I just haven't decided to craft one because it is an Ultra, and you can find it somewhere over here. Terror Overroots right here. I also don't really know how to play that well with it. Like, yes, it can hit anything, but at the same time, whatever you're setting, you should hopefully be able to get rid of, right? Like, the best card to set with this is like Dead Hand Traps. If their opponent has a Max C in the graveyard, and they have a monster you want to get rid of, just target the Max C in their graveyard and set that thing to the field, and it's pretty useless there. But that's like situational sometimes, I guess. Situationally good. Where I think Compulse is just generally better in terms of like in almost every situation. It's bad against like maybe the mirror match. You don't want to be bouncing like their ladies. You don't want to be bouncing their stovies and whatnot. But against the majority of the format where they're going to the extra deck, this card is really good against the extra deck monster. So it's good against Rickolos. It's good against what's his face, the branded sorry, I always forget their names because I don't really play these decks. No, not the Albion, but Mirror Jade. Sorry, there you go. Yeah, so it's like good against Mirror Jade because you bounce back Mirror Jade. They don't get their popping effect because it's returned to the extra deck. Yeah, so I guess that's why I like Compulse. I haven't really found any other good traps cards yet. Maybe when we get the whatchamacallit, Dharma Cannon or Karma Cannon, that would be great to be able to use that. But I think that's a TCG exclusive right now, so even the OCG doesn't quite have it yet. So yeah. Okay, so I think I spoke a little bit about that. In terms of extra deck, as you can kind of see, it's hard to fit in what I want to fit in. I cut a couple cards. I'm trying this again. I'm trying to think Gisu and the Zeus, although I don't think I really summoned them out. Maybe I cut Zeus for Exciton Knight again. I don't know, or cut Zeus for Nightmare Cerebus, or the Tri-Brigade guy. I really don't know. Like the extra deck, we don't really use it that much, but it's nice to have it to be a utility box when we need it, right? So that's my kind of thought process on it, is to try to make it as a utility box as possible, even though we don't really use the extra deck. It's kind of nice to have access to it when we need it, when we need to. So all right, so that's the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into a couple games now. Let me preface this and say that there's probably gonna be a lot of games where I just like scoop, or there's like or I mess up a certain play and I just kind of scoop. And so don't let that deter you from playing the deck. It's just the way I play it. I go into the game thinking my opponents are generally better than me, and I'm just playing an uphill battle. And I know I'm playing an uphill battle because in Master Rank you're playing generally against really good players, and generally they're playing decks that are better than whatever I'm playing. They're playing Tyroments, they're playing Branded, they're playing all the good stuff. I'm playing Labyrinth, which occasionally you see here and there, but Labyrinth has some issues, with like weird hands. You can't really do anything. Going second and having a bunch of traps you can't really do anything with. It doesn't really break boards that well. It doesn't even really make up a good board itself, and it doesn't make a bunch of Omni Gates or anything like that. It's a value engine that you know, tries to, you know, 2-for-1 your opponent's stuff a lot of the time. But it really depends on your opening hand. Like if your opening hand is garbage, you're just done. There's not really much you can do. Or if your opening hand is so negative, so minusy, and then your opponent has like the right cards, they have the Max C's, they got the Ash Blossom for your big your welcomes, then you're basically done. There's not much you can really do about that. The Asher, if you Stovey, you lose 2 cards, you get a big welcome, you activate big welcome, and they Ash Blossom that, you're basically done. Like it's really hard to sort of come back from there. You like it's like, yeah, you could say it's too early to give up, but sometimes it gets very like it's a losing game. It's a losing battle. So sometimes it's better just to quit and move on and try you know, a different match. Anyways, yeah, let's give it a shot. So I'm Master Rank 4. I haven't really played any games since my last video. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, we're going seconds. I'll try my best to sort of explain and talk about some choices I make during the gameplay, but if I stick quiet, it's probably because I'm just thinking. Alright, so we have a pretty decent hand here. You know, good setup for a couple of things. Well, I didn't see that one coming. I suppose I can let this resolve. I don't think I want to Ash this. If he gets Unicorn, I guess he gets another Fenrir. I don't think there's any way for me to get rid of this. Because I kind of want to abuse Max C at the same time. He gets Unicorn or something, or Birth. He special summons another one, or he stops. So it's been a while, and I don't think they can full combo. Alright, let's Max C then. See if we can bait out the Ash, I guess. Because if we can bait out the Ash, then we might be able... Oh, there you go. So they had the Ash. That's fine. So that will allow our welcomes to resolve, hopefully. Well, this one's annoying. Probably stop this. I think so. Just one Fenrir, one card in hand, or two unknown cards in hand. He's still up ahead on a lot of cards, though. This might be a pain in the ass right here. Well, can't really do anything about that. What did he grab? He grabbed Jet. This card needs to be fucking banned or limited. Melfi. I don't remember what this thing does. Well, can't really interact with any of this quite yet. I imagine he's gonna go for like... He's gonna get out Carrot and whatnot too. So it just might be one of those games where we just scoop down. Yeah, let's go Spring Elf. Probably be able to get the Carrot out. Wow, he has the prismatic. I wonder how much money he spent to get this thing. I spent like 30 or 3,000 gems yesterday just to pull one. Um, yeah, I don't. With carrot out, I just don't know how I can outplay this quite easily. I mean, I guess we'll try to. Get out. Welcome, but like I want to pitch this, but man, my welcome's gonna be negated. If my welcome wasn't negated, this might be better. But okay, let's just see what we draw then. Right. The biggest problem is the carrot. Yeah, I don't think I outplay this board. Not with the hands I got here. I guess the Ash Blossom I could have maybe waited for a different card to hit. I forget that I can just go into Spring based off of just the two monsters there. Oh well. Alright, let's see what we got going first here. It's not a bad hand. It's pretty decent. We could try to get Clue Clock. Maybe pitch the barrier. Imperm, that's okay. So I could just set and pass. I'll save the Chandelier for later and maybe try to max C. We'll see. I don't think I want to respond to anything. Because max C, I can max C, and then if he drops a couple of cards, then we can Chandelier. And this, if it's playing Tier Omens, I think it'll at least buy us one turn. Oh. I don't think I care. Honestly, no. Sure. Maybe he's Dragon Links? Thunderies. Well, Maxi is now useless, so I can pitch it. Now, depends on... Oh, maybe I should... I sort of messed up here. What I can do is I can go Lady and blow up a card. Or you just wait. If he gets out another monster, maybe. Whoa, that was it? Huh. Well, I guess we just do this then. We'll grab Big Lady here. Or we can pop a card in his hand to turn Ariana, be able to use her again. And I think we just do this also, so we just don't need the max E in this matchup. And I think we just get another big welcome. Perhaps? Nah, I guess we just get regular welcome. We try to abuse this thing. Just do auto. Alright, I could just go into battle phase and attack, but there's a part of me is a little afraid of a... maybe we just OTK him? Let's see. Oh, I think we just OTK him, yeah. Oh, I do have a lady in hand. Let's try to grab Clue Clock, right? Now we're gonna go activate this, set the welcome. Activate this. I'm gonna go ahead and special summon her, I think. Or maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oops. I think I might have messed up. That's okay. We'll figure this out. I want to get big lady out. Here, I think we can still do it, so... Chain... I don't know, I guess let's just grab one of these, I guess, in case we need to blow something up. I'm gonna return that lady to her hand. I'll try to blow up another card. I'm surprised he's playing Flunneries at this stage, I think. I don't know if I saw that or not. Either way, we're just gonna go ahead and go into another... Oh shit, whatever. Nope, nope, I punted it there. Well, shit. I think if we went to an Ariana, I would have just won from here. Oh my god, I punted that real bad. I guess it's fine though. Now, I totally get punished here if he has a... Okay, he doesn't have it. If I just summon out another Ariana, I was for some reason thinking Welcome Labrynth could summon from hand. So I was doing that entire play thinking about that. Obviously, I only play 2 ladies, so not much I can do about that. Let's just activate this. We don't really need this in here anyways. Sure, we could try playing during his turn. Probably just call spells, honestly. So what I'm gonna do... Let's go big welcome. Chain this thing. I'm gonna grab Eradicator here. I'm gonna return Clue Clock to our hand. Oh shit, yeah. Special summon some. I guess it doesn't really matter what we special summon. Sure. Let's just go with another Stovey, I guess. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a chain link. Oh, I guess I can't really build a chain link like this. This is kind of weird. I mean, we're activating all these cards. I don't think any of it matters. It's pretty sure this guy doesn't have anything left. Sure. Might as well. Let's get rid of, I guess, her. It's called spells. Wow. Hit every card in his hand. So he literally has nothing to play with. Alright. I think I could sequence that a little better. He should have lost the last turn if I didn't punted that. I was overthinking it and just missed the line of lethal there. I could have just summoned out another Ariana and then just attack, or even a Chandelier. I forgot Stovey had 0 attack. For some reason, I thought Stovey also had some sort of attack point value. I guess Thundereeze would be pretty good against Tears and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag of hands. And we have one piece of interaction, so let's just pray this thing doesn't do anything. What do I want to do? Because I don't have enough practice against Cashiers. Let's just imperm this shit and see what happens. They don't have a Rise Heart yet, so I'm not too afraid of that. But the monsters are still pretty annoying. Oh, I guess he just go level 7. Okay, that's interesting. Shangri-La. Yeah, 2 of them. Okay. Making double Shangri-La? I guess that doesn't honestly matter. My entire extra deck is just a bunch of junk noise. I'm sure he knows I'm playing, yeah, the Mongarura, sure. Lady. Compulse is pretty good. I think I want to do this before Fenrir comes out, maybe? Honestly, I don't think I need to do anything. I could just run over to Fenrir. Yeah. Let him bring out the Fenrir. Let me just run it over before we do anything else. Next turn I can interact this entire board. I do want to get rid of the Fenrir first. Set this, and then we can proceed to do some stuff. We could probably kill the Mind Hacker, I think. Let me read this real quick. I could do D barrier. If not, I guess I can just hit a bunch of psychic stuff. I guess I can use the Fenrir and yeah, I think we'll go more for this, I guess. We have enough things to get rid of basically all of his cards next turn. I guess we go Chaos Angel. That'd be fun. Since she's negated anyways. Now, let me just double check and double read this thing. I think I just want to get rid of this before it gets another. Here, I'll show you guys something cool. We'll pitch this. We'll bring back the chaos. Yeah, see that is how you would use the chaos thing. So what I did there was I could just left that on board and then just compulse it, or I guess do this. I went for the greedier play, and I was just gonna summon out Chaos Angel again and just banish that also. So yeah, I mean Cashier was pretty bad without the Arise Heart right now. So props to all those people who are trying it. It's just I don't know. I think the Fenrir are good splashable cards. You can just toss it in any deck you want. But Cashier, pure Cashier, I think is just not that great, honestly. And once Arise Heart comes out, I suspect mine Hacker is going to be banned, but we'll see. Alright, rip me, I'm going second again. Okay, well, I have Skill Drain, so that might just win me the game if my opponent doesn't have an out to it. Oh, it's a Labrynth deck, okay. Might just get rid of the Skill Drain, honestly. Like, Skill Drain works both ways, right? Because I've played... Oh. Maybe it's not Labrynth. I probably should pitch this right now, though. Alright. Question is, what do I want to pitch? I think Welcome Labrynth makes the most sense. But yeah, pitching Welcome Labrynth. We'll set big welcome. We can destroy that with Labrynth. Labrynth. It's fine. Oh my god, is it just all cast heroes these days? Alright, turn. Okay. Alright, well, good thing I kept the skill drain, because I think skill drain will just probably do the most work here. I honestly don't know why people go for this thing all the time, but sure. Okay, one of it's gonna be that trap card. So oh, that's fine. Because we can easily play the control game. Let's start off with Labrynth first. Let it resolve. It's fine. It just banishes some monsters, right? I just don't want to have him banish anything in my hand, so I'm going to set everything first. And we're going to do this, right? So I'm going to activate her. I suppose we can just bounce this back and still get something out of this. What do you want to hit here though? No, I think I want to get Big Lady first, so he can't banish anything. And I can still attack over like this. If we get her, she's vulnerable to Fenrir. Yeah, let's get Big Lady first. We can get attack, get rid of this. Next turn we skill drain, and I think we just win from there, honestly. I don't think I care for any of his stuff. Though, I guess D-Fissure is pretty fucking annoying. I guess D-Fissure, right? Makes the most sense. Or I guess we get D-Fissure next turn. Let's get rid of this thing first, so he doesn't blow up cards in my hand. Cards to add to here. So I use up one welcome. I can get another welcome here. Ah, right, he can just hit whatever. That's fine. I don't think I need it. You could try locking up my other zone, I guess, which is a little annoying. Get rid of Fenrir first. Unfortunately, I don't think skill drain stops the zone block, which is a little annoying. Here, I think we do. Oh, I should have just done this first. God, I had this in there. Let me cook. Let me cook. Get rid of this. I guess I should just done. Yeah, I forgot I had Labrynth in the graveyard. Yeah, let's just try it. Right, so we banish it. We'll just return this thing. This will then allow us to, in a separate chain link, do some crazy stuff. Here, I think we just play the control game at this point. I don't want punishment because punishment loses to this. I think this one's probably better. Compulse doesn't really do much against this matchup. I suppose Eradicator would be pretty good too. Eradicator or Ice Dragon's Mirror? Maybe Compulse actually. Now let's just do this, whatever. Yeah, let's do double lady. Maybe just pretty preemptive, but I don't know if they play anything bigger than this, I guess. I don't know. If he gets rid of one lady, I'm fine. He gets rid of the second one. He gets rid of both from the same turn. That might be a little annoying. Maybe I should have gotten rid of D-Fissure. I'm not too sure. Because D-Fissure does make it so that if I lose this, it's really tough to come back. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have cared for this trap as much. Maybe I was reading a little too much into it. And like they have all these cards, which they're pretty big, but they're not bigger than Lady Labyrinth. And I'm not sure what in their extra deck they could bring out that would challenge this, and then not immediately just lose to Ice Spirit, Ice Prison. That's why I think maybe I should just went for Compulse instead, but that's fine. Like we can still get rid of this. It's still Psychic, right? Yeah. So here is where the party is. Sure. No point in doing any of that. We are just gonna go for big eat sticks, essentially. And we're gonna get rid of this thing. Oh, did it not let me vanish? Oh. Did I fuck up? It's a little annoying. Alright, well, plan B is to... I'm not too sure. I thought, oh, it's a warrior. Fuck. I'm a fucking idiot. Alright, well, that was on me there. Alright, well, this is where if I had something else, I'd be okay, but I was being an idiot. Alright, plan B. We're gonna do big welcome, and we're gonna go for the 35 beater. To beat over this thing. For now, we'll just keep passing turn for a bit. Damn, I can't believe I thought Arise Casture was okay, Garrett, sure. Unfortunately, we lost one of those. Okay, it's fine. Here's where the fun begins. We are gonna get out Stovey, most likely. And we're gonna return one of these. I don't know if there's anything else in my extra deck that really deals with this sort of conundrum that we're currently in. We're just gonna try to kill him this turn. So let's just draw a card. And let's straight into making some magic happen. I suppose we're not gonna link summon, right? And yeah, right now we have the Labyrinth loop, which is nice. It just doesn't really matter what we bring out at this point. Yep, there it is. I messed up a little bit, but the plan was still the same. Yeah, you see skill changes. It doesn't give a crap. If Castria just can't really out the ladies under skill drain. Messed up a little bit. I totally forgot I could use Labrynth before some stuff happened, but see, like I think we've of the 4 games we played, we lost all 3 die rolls so far, so or 3 of the 4 die rolls. So all right, not that great, honestly, not that great, but we'll try. Suppose if there's a card to stop, it'd be this. It's probably perhaps another mirror match. One card set. I'll save the coup clock. Let's see. Okay. A little unfortunate, that's fine, I think. Oh, he doesn't activate anything, so we'll still get our cards. Now, the debate is whether we're gonna go big lady. What is he? Oh, I guess it's face down right now. Okay, that's fine. Guess we just go this, do damage. Let's go attack first. And we're gonna try to eradicate him, I guess. Clock, sure. Maybe it's Dragon Links. So we're gonna start this chain off just to see what is going on here. I'm a little hesitant on. I think it's a mirror match. Is it Maxine? That's fine. If it's a mirror match, then I most likely. I think we're just gonna eradicate her here. I'm thinking of getting rid of her, namely because I know he has Druid Swarm. I don't really want him to run into my shit with Druid Swarm and get rid of both of these things. So I'm thinking of leaving. It's fine if he banishes her. I don't think I care too much. Let's see what we hit. What was in his hand? I kind of forgot. It's like a bunch of monsters plus Ariana and Druid Swarm. I'm guessing this would probably be good, so I can play the control game. I don't think I want to imperm this to give him any traps, because if he activates a trap, or he sets like Eradicate, he'll Eradicate me too. So I'd rather not do that quite yet. And he doesn't have any traps to really protect her, so I can go battle phase, run some shit over, and then, you know, do something after. Yeah, it's getting Clue Clock, that's fine. I could care less about that. So start my turn. I don't think she has S. I think I want to activate this. Run over the big lady. I'll probably lose my Ariana in the fight. Unless he has Chaos Angel, then that would kind of suck. Yeah, he'd be able to out this with Chaos Angel. How many did he manage? 6, so I don't know. Yeah, double max C though, which was pretty annoying. So, assuming if he doesn't call Chaos Angel here, because we need to Stovey during his turn. If he doesn't Stovey at the end of his turn, this lady becomes pretty vulnerable. Oh, he has the Chaos, sure. Let's see what he targets. Oh, he's targeting this back row. I don't think I want to activate it to enable his lady. And it's not like this thing's once per turn anyways, so you can have it. Now if it goes to Mudcracker, that'd be an issue too. Mudcracker. Dora, not the best card to draw. I suppose I can just chain block here. What would I get though? I mean, at this point, right? I'm not too sure. Let's see if this resolves first. It's fine. I could chain block, but ice mirror. Okay. Brings back lovely, maybe. Is there a way for me to potentially make Nah, I think maybe I screwed up somewhere here. Tries to blow up a card in my hand. Let's just do this, right? Nah, I think he's got it. Dang. Perhaps I messed up somewhere here. Medora. Can play the control game, but I think he's gonna have it in the end here. He also has the Druid Swarm. I can get rid of Chaos Angel with Big Welcome next turn. In the grave. Let's go for this then. He does have Stovey, which makes it a little annoying. Alright, let's pass turn. We have some plays. We'll see how it goes. Okay. We can save that for later. The moment I think if he enters, oh, I should have maybe done that first. I forgot to leave it on. Damn, I forgot to turn the thing on. I wanted to do it before he's able to do that. That's okay. I guess we can just Medora. This. As for me, do I want to return anything? I guess we'll return that too. We have to play this kind of carefully. I think we try to return this, or seem to activate it, and we can just chain. Or actually, we do this first. Let's target the Chaos Angel. Okay, so now that is done that, we can do this. Okay, that might messed up a little bit there. Oh, you know, I should have chained her in response. Fuck. And then wait until the block fuck. Yeah, messed up a little bit there. Get out. You messed up. Yeah, I'm running out of time too. Yeah, I think I messed up a little bit there. Shit. So, maybe I should have targeted his back row rather than the lovely. If I can draw a Bistro, I think I can come back from this. What do you set down there? Not quite a Bistro. Or he has Fenrir in hand. Yeah, I punted a few of this a few times. Targeting the wrong cards. This one's on me. Stovey. Yeah, he's got it. Looking back at that game, maybe I'll talk about it in the aftermath. There's probably some choices I could have made that were a little bit better. And we lost like every single die roll. Well, if it's Dragon Links, this might be over because I have 0 hand traps. What's this thing do? See. I'm pretty sure he's got the full combo here, so there's not much I can do. Oh, well, I drew him a door, but I didn't draw any way to discard it, unfortunately. If I went first, I would have probably gone Ariana, grab a clock or something. Pitch the clock, and then we would have an okay setup. So yeah, we're just gonna have to unfortunately kind of sit through this. Yeah, if he gets out Borlow Savage, it becomes sort of a monumental task to play through it. But seeing as the way he's going right now, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. And sure he's gonna link Rom in this for something. Did they even use red? I guess they don't really use Red Eyes Metal Dragon anymore. If it goes for like Barload End Dragon, I guess that'd be kind of annoying too. Don't know what he milled. Oh. Yeah, I'm surprised this card hasn't been banned yet. Oh yeah, he had the Bestial too. Nice. What the artifacts does, negates card effects and brings something back. So, how do I out this thing? Because if you draw like an imperm, I could maybe play around it. But I mean, in the end, his board is pretty strong. Is it Chaos Ruler? Oh, Baron. There's 2 negates. Pretty good boss monster. He's probably gonna go for something else here. Heretic, yep. Let's grab back Bestial, I assume. Oh, he's grabbing back Rebellion. Okay. And he's gonna grab Bestial. So he's up quite a few cards. 4, 5. Let's see. Maybe 5 interruptions I'm gonna play through. I don't think I can do it, but we'll see what we draw first. Lady Labrynth. Oh, well, and he also has a Max C. He's got the perfect opening. Well, let's just try the normal. Just activator effects. See if it allows me to activate this thing with Baron. Although I guess he can Heretic. Maybe I should have done that first. Yeah, I should have set something first, but and then wait to use Lady's effect. Not that I think it really matters all that much. I mean, his board is basically pretty hard to break. Let's hit the battlefield, see what we can do. What can we attack even? It's the Baldric. Well, let's see here. See if it negates this with Baron. Okay. I expected as much. I imagine he's gonna also stop this, but or at least he's gonna use Boris Savage. No? This Compulse is also really good against this card. Non-destructive removal. What can I do? Send this. Oh my god, this guy had all the... Oh yeah, sir. Well, regardless, I'm pretty sure he had it. He went first, open. Pretty good. We did what we could. Did what we could. There's not much I can really do against 4 or 5 negations. Alright, play a few more games. Just to get a hang of it. Nice. We win a die roll. Haven't played against any tier elements yet. And hopefully it stays that way. Oh man, I don't really particularly enjoy this hand. Well, I think we do big welcome here. Set a card. I guess we kind of pray for the best. Fine. Oh. I guess I'm gonna save this for the branded fusion if this is a branded deck. Yep, somehow Ecclesia. It's fine. man, what a rough day. All right. I guess we can wait for this to resolve. Let's see. Hand, fill, or grave. God, I assume he's going for a mirror jade. So I can banish that. It doesn't really matter. I could just wait for him to do the mirror jade. Or banish the Lobelian before it gets out Singanor. Ah, choices, right? Let's see what he does first. This one. Yeah, he's gonna fuse from his banished zone. I think this is where he goes for a mirror jade, but oh, goes for Grand Null. I think here is where we interact. None of the choices are very good here. I'm gonna get rid of Mirror Jade. Lose my board, I guess? Well, if I lose my board, may as well. No matter what, it's gonna get branded in there. Look at what this thing does. Wait, what are you done? Stovey's not gonna survive anyway, so that doesn't really matter too much. Oh shit, he had the fucking branded opening. I guess I should have looked in his grave for that. I suppose I can just take the 2500, right? It's actually got rid of my chandelier earlier. Oh my god. Yeah. He think he just drew that off the max C too, man. Devastator max C. Shit. Or well, I think we lose now. Had the Designator and Call by the Graves and the Maxi. Interior, sure. Well, Big Welcome is a card, but I don't think it's gonna out us out of this jam over here. Dang, unfortunate. So we're still kind of back where we started. Didn't really won a few games, lost a few games. Let's do one more. See where we this takes us here. Okay, it's not a bad hand. Okay, it's fine. I suppose we max C, see what he does here. If in Ash, then I'm just gonna skill drain him right after. Yeah, I'm gonna save the skill drain, see where this takes us first. I do need some cards. Is that a double Stovey? Sure. I'll let him commit to one more thing before I think I activate the skill drain. It's unfortunate they're all different fucking types. I really want to get value off of Ariana, but Sky Cavalier, what the fuck? He's a Beast Warrior, shit. Okay. There's not much I can do about it. I don't think I have anything in here that does anything. Yep. It's a machine, huh? I'm not too afraid of it quite yet. Though I don't really quite know how to out this besides just playing the big beat stick here. I'm gonna try to get something else other than Ice Prison Mirror, Dragon Mirror. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just go ahead and activate it. I don't think he'll chain this thing quite yet. Okay, if he chains, that's fine. I just wanted to see if it would work, but I guess unfortunately it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to work. And I'm obviously not going to return that to his hand. We can run it over with Chaos Angel. Just thinking of how I get out Chaos Angel right now. I think I'll do this. No effect here. Activate the welcome. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna go for another big lady. I'm gonna return her. That way we can activate Stovey. And then this way we can go ahead and get a Chaos Angel. Wait, under skill drain, this is not gonna matter. maybe I should have saved the ice. I was being really greedy there. And I was trying to force the Zeus, I guess. Maybe I could have just not done it, but I didn't think he would chain Zeus after the ice prison mirror. But I guess that's okay. Yeah, maybe I should have just like passed turn after saying all that. Uh sure. Maxi it. Yeah. Not much to say, you know, it's the matchup. I just drew skill drain and he had no way to out it under Maxi too. So works both ways there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I know there's a few games I sort of punted there. We played what 6 games here, so it was like a 7 games, I guess. Right? Yeah, 7 games or something like that. So, well, 1-4, and then I think lost 3 games or so, or maybe a little bit more. Let's see here, maybe 8 games. So maybe it was a 50-50 shot today. So yeah, it looked like maybe it was a 50-50 shot. I forgot what time I started. So 1-4, lost 4, and yeah, part of it was my biggest loss. I think the one that upset me the most, I think, was probably against the Labyrinth. I think I could have played that one a little bit better. Branded, unfortunately, I think Branded just had all the stops there, which was a little annoying. Like he had the Call by the Graves, Devastator, and just basically all the stuff to kind of protect his play, and I couldn't really do anything with that. My hand was kind of bad there too. Against Dragon Links, not much to say there because he went first. I had 0 hand traps. He basically went full combo. Can't really do anything about that. Yeah. Against the games that we did win, I think it was against 2 Castiras, Flunneries that barely even counts. Castiras not bad, like is an easier matchup for us because there's nothing in their extra deck that can run over Lady, and they have a really hard time removing Lady in general. Maybe when Rise Heart comes out, like obviously deck will be really good because the Rise Heart will kind of fuck with our Ikea stuff, and we only have 1 skill drain. But under skill drain, they can't really out us, even if our ladies don't have protection. Very hard for them to out that. And then our last win here was against Sprites, I suppose. Yeah, I think I did lose in our Sprite deck. That was just going second. Sprite was, or I don't remember what happened there exactly, but yeah, I think this guy was playing Sprites too. Yeah, Sprites. Yeah, so that one just like under Maxi and skill drain. He stopped me, but my card quality were better, so forced him to go to Zeus. I think the Zeus play I could have waited, just past turn during my turn, summon, activate. He tries to do something, then I, Zeus or a skill drain, and then maybe activate pass priority back. He doesn't do anything. Activate the trap, then activate Lady. Then I would have been able to set another trap, rather than try to challenge him by forcing the activation of the ice prison mirror. So that, see, as you can kind of tell, I don't sometimes like that card. Like if it were like anything were like compulse, I would have been just fine. But yeah, mirror is weird. Like obviously in the mirror match against the Labyrinth guy, he I think he played double of this, and yeah, like Ice Prison is nice because it's chainable as long as your opponent has something in the grave. It's nice. You can use it, summon something. But it doesn't answer the board occasionally. So maybe I might get rid of the Ice Mirror for an Overroot, maybe? Because this has been obviously my least favorite interaction. Like, of all the traps I play, I think I definitely don't like Dragon's prison mirror that much, or Ice Dragon prison. Um, yeah, because like it's good in the mirror match. It's good against Tyroments, but it's awkward. Like they don't have a stacked grave, or if you're banishing stuff with like your Medora, or you're shuffling stuff back with Medora and Mammut, it's not that great. So I think I might cut this. In all the matchup that I did see it, I did not like it that much, and I think I might go for Overroot because at least Overroot can hit the back row. It does. I can set where the hell I want. I could probably just set like an Ash Blossom or set like a Maxi. I think that's a little bit better than doing this. Like this is nice in the sense that it doesn't target. It's the only non-targeting removal we have outside of Labrynth. Because everything else targets, right? But I'm also not so worried about non-targeting of non-targetable cards. There's not that many in the game right now that have non-targetable cards, except for something like, you know, obviously Lady Labrynth, right? But in the mirror match, we're probably duking it out with other things, so I'm not too concerned about her. The other card would be like Dragoon, maybe Blackluster Soldier, Super Soldier, or whatever. Like those are a few cards that I think are non-targetable that are hard to get rid of. But like even with Lady Labrynth, you can just beat like as you can see, I had one on my board and my opponent just summoned out Chaos Angel just to beat over it, right? So in the mirror match, I imagine that's what you'd be doing, is you just summon Chaos Angel, or I guess you could technically summon Dengisu, right? You can summon Dengisu and do that. I might just take out the Zeus and just throw an Exciton on it. I don't think I will ever bring out the Zeus per se. So, let's try. Alright, let's change the deck up right now. Exciton. Yeah, let's just go for that. And let's get rid of this. I guess I will finally craft the Overroot here. Like it's gonna be one of those cards that hopefully I don't regret. It's just 31, right? I'll go to glossy finish. Sure, just add that there. All right, so we're gonna do this. So this is just generic monster removal, non-destructive removal, and this is technically non-destructive also. But I feel like sometimes the Ice Prison, it can be really good. It can be, and in some situations it's just worse. So this is what we're gonna go ahead and try out here. This would have been bomb, would have been nuts against the mirror match, but he had a handful of monsters and a bunch of Bystrials. I didn't get into my Bystrials, so unfortunately he just had the better monster game, and was able to kind of recover. And yeah, I was just kind of lacking resources, so that was that, yeah. And then I think the extra deck was fine. You did see me some out Chaos Angel one time, and I was gonna go for Mudcracker and double Chaos Angel. Other than that, yeah, nothing else I really needed to summon. Played against no tier elements this time around, but hopefully next time we'll see a few, and that way I at least show you how this deck kind of works against them. Granted, I think Ice Prison is a little bit better against them, but I think Overroot here will just, hopefully this be good enough. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this a little bit live commentary. There are probably a few times I could explain myself a little bit better, or a little bit better my thought process, but hopefully this was at least good enough to give you an idea of how to pilot the deck. And as you kind of saw, most of my games that I did win, or I think I played 6 games, or yeah, 8 games, right? I only won 3 die roll, which I think I lost one of them. And then the other 5, I think I lost 3 and like won 2 or something like that. So even though we're going second, there's we can still win games for sure. But yeah. Anyways, that's it, and I will see you guys next time.